to row through this danger. Oh, it says the broadcast we are watching is ended.
Oh.
That's it?
Ooh,
Like us?
yeah.
No,
It,
for me it still shows.
Not for you
No,
guys?
but yeah, it did go off stream for a little bit.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I see
saw it,
0
yeah.
viewers. Oh, it's good now. Electric Kool-Aid said it's... Don't know what happened, guys. Sorry.
Oh,
Not on our
okay.
end.
Okay.
But thanks for coming back.
Yeah, we're doing rapids. I don't know how long we're out, but let's continue. I see that you guys got a 14 and a nat 20. Beautiful. Sir Jeff.
just flexes as the water starts to push against us. Sir Jeff just like kind of like crouches a little and just really makes his position solid and just starts flexing through the armor as like he is just completely taking control of like directing where to go.
Yeah, where it's usually Faye being the larger of the creatures would have probably taken position as the back oarsman to push and move. Jeff just takes over. He's battling. Oh, he knows exactly what he wants to do, and he's doing it. It looks brilliant. You guys have cleared the first set of rapids. There is a very, very brief lull, and then you hit another set. They look a little bit more steep, a little bit more rapidy, and we're gonna hit boat number 1 with Floyd and Esme with another strength or athletics check, please.
Okay.
It's better.
It's another 21. Hey, twinsy!
Beautiful.
Hey.
You guys managed to get through this slightly more difficult hazard with style and or grace, maybe both. And we're going to go to the barge, and the barge will one. Not great. Not great. Uh-oh. We have a bit of an issue. Oh, the barge manages, despite the expertise and the joy of receiving their brother back into the fold, there was a rock that they weren't expecting, and their barge hits something. You hear a large crack, and the logs on top, despite being very tightly fastened with ropes and vines, jostle a little bit worrisomely. Faye and Sir Jeff being behind will definitely see this. And they are going to take, the barge itself is going to take, oh my goodness, what is that? I keep looking at it and keep forgetting. There we go. This many damage. Can you guys see that?
12?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay, so if I roll individual, these dice is, but not D&D Beyond stuff. Okay, good to know. The barge, which has a, it has HP, yeah, it has HP here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Takes 12 damage. They're still afloat, and they're still continuing downriver. We move to boat number 2, Faye and Sir Jeff. Would you be so kind as to roll me a strength or athletics check?
30-20.
Ooh, beautiful.
11.
And as we're going, Sir Jeff is going to take a moment, do a quick prayer, and I'm going to use my, if you will let me, I'd like to use my channel divinity.
Ooh.
And it's going to cause vines to kind of sprout out from Sir Jeff and wrap around all of the logs on the barge and just fasten them. They'd have to make a DC 15 dexterity or strength saving throw, but they're logs.
They're logs,
So,
they don't have sentience, so I think
yeah.
they accept the... Yes,
And yeah, the
absolutely.
vines will just kind of look like they're sprouting out of like the mushroom and coming down, and they'll lash out, touch them, and then just kind of pull themselves around it, just securing them a little bit more.
I will let you do that using your athletics of 20. I'll say that seeing that the logs are in danger and the barge is just taking some damage, you paddle like a little son of a bitch right up to the back of it, cast your vines. Faye desperately trying to steer, but with an 11, oh, you're gonna hit that same old rock, which will damage your rowboat. Your
Oh
rowboat
boy.
has. Oh boy. Let's see here. I'm just gonna write this down because I don't have this in the virtual tabletop. Which will be. You can say hi to all those people watching our stream, hanging in there with us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Sure that.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tooting.
Noot.
you
Noot. Noot. Noot.
Newt, newt.
you hear a pretty violent crunch underneath your boat, but it doesn't seem like water's seeping through yet. But the longer you stay in these rapids, and if you hit more rocks, there's a chance this boat might go down. So
You best be
beware.
looking out now. This is no time for games.
With the logs secured, you continue into these rabbits. The rabbits. They are vicious motherfuckers. This area of the rapids looks worse than the first, the second. This is it. You can see clear river up ahead. There is a very steep incline at this point. Not quite a waterfall, but definitely something to be worried about. Boat number 1, make me a strength or athletics check, please.
We're almost there.
Ooh.
23.
Hey!
Ooh, that's just enough, you guys. Maybe not as stylishly or as gracefully, but using your instincts and your oars to bounce yourself off. You're like a little ping pong ball, but you're not taking any damage, but it is very difficult. You managed to get through safe and sound. And the boys, the McLarner brothers, who have been through so much, are not gonna do that well. Oof. Oof. Rough, rough. They are just mere mortals, ladies and gentlemen. And it is going to be a bit of damage coming their way, which will be 66. Oof. 14. Okay, that's alright. The barge, especially with the extra vine holding everything together, does hit another outcropping of rocks and does take a little bit. You can hear some more cracking, but it is staying together. These boys aren't panicked though. As much as they're not doing great, they know their business. And we're gonna go to boat number 2. Faye and Sir Jeff, can you make it through this last horrible set of rapids?
No.
Oh, that's a nat
Oh.
20.
Oh shit.
No, they say.
It's Sir Jeff is like starting to lose a bit of the grip, but then the vines just kind of like one last vine just kind of comes out of the mushroom and wraps itself around the oar, helping Sir Jeff like stabilize himself.
And then just gives you a little like pat on the shoulder.
Exactly.
Good job.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah. It's a little thumbs up emoji.
I'm not good
And-
with boats.
This is a campaign built around boats. You guys managed to miraculously make it through. You are missing these rocks by millimeters, but you make it through. The rowboat taking no more damage. It is not leaking. The barge is still afloat. And then the rocks sort of disperse. They don't disperse. Rocks can't disperse. You go past the rocks. They move out of the way. They're like, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Pardon." They're
I
Canadian
feel that's
rocks.
so
They're
hard where you're like, you
Canadian
want to
rocks.
sound poetic, but you just come out like an idiot.
Me
I feel
all day,
that.
every day.
Oh, man.
I don't care. I'm having a great time.
Good.
Uh, and the river is calm. And I'm going to find my next chapter here. All right.
I'm sorry I damaged your boat.
Oh, they take tons of damage, Dolly. Don't worry yourself about it. We can fix that right up when we break for camp. And it is about that time. The sun seems to be going down. Not quite down yet, but you want a little bit of daylight to bring the barge and the boats over to shore so that you can moor them and make camp for the night. That's so good. Sorry, this is... I don't understand why this is all like this. Say hi to our friends again.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
Hi,
We
chat.
do have a Discord you can join if you so desire. I'll link it. There you go.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to make
For
do.
more bullshit.
Yeah, so much bullshit. So you guys make camp for the evening. Would there any talk of dinner watches?
So Esme would set up for cooking with the crocodile meat she gathered earlier. She'd she would trust her companions to take care of the other camp preparations while she cooks up a little stew using the meat, which is infinitely better than whatever rations they have.
Some nice fresh roasted meat. Are you building using your ranger skills to build a spit?
Yes, definitely. She's definitely had practice improving bits and pits and dinner for herself and Petunia. And Petunia would help in her own way. Mostly kind of like giving little growls of encouragement.
I will let you flex that muscle, and I'm going to get you to roll me a survival check.
Hell
Survival. Yeah, survival.
Do it. That is a 17. It's not too bad.
Beautiful. You don't burn the meat, but you char it in just the right way. Little salt, little pepper.
I've never cooked crocodile before, so I don't really know how to handle this type of meat, but I can manage. You know?
It is soft, it is sweet, it is crunchy on the outside. It is exactly what you want. Anyone partaking will enjoy your hefty crocodile meal.
Sir Jeff would opt out of the meats. That's mighty fine offer of you, but I'll stick here with my wheat and vegetables. Thank you.
Floyd is gonna take Jeff's portion.
I'm just gonna make a little sandwich for myself with some of my rations, which are, when Sir Jeff pulls everything out, it's 0 meat. It's all vegetables and wheat products.
None of your characters eat properly.
Sir Jeff is a vegetarian.
Don't eat properly.
But for adventuring.
Mushrooms, though?
Yeah.
Cannibalism!
Sir Jeff is not a mushroom. Sir Jeff is a forest gnome. The mushroom hat comes off when Sir Jeff sleeps.
Does it, though? Okay. But yes, if Sir Jeff refuses his portion, she will give it to Floyd, who is eagerly volunteering.
A taste tester, yeah.
And I will make the note, there was 20 pounds total. So
well, we have
3 orcs.
3 half orcs, and we planned enough food for 2, so there you go.
Perfect.
I don't know if Floyd would see it on Esme's face if she was serious or not, but Floyd definitely thinks like watching Jeff eat the mushrooms, it's borderline cannibalism. He's somewhat okay with it, but at the same time, he never thought it would happen here, but...
The helmet is Sir Jeff's backpack. The helmet would have, like, the mushroom helm would have come off as Sir Jeff fished
And that
out.
freaks Floyd the fuck out.
And
It's like, you can
just
take your head off?
A messy bit of brown, shaggy hair. There's twigs in it,
Sinew
mushrooms,
of brains and
leaves.
tissue. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Sure.
I
There's probably
believe
like
the
a
word is
Takes
pebble.
it off, and there's like sinew going like.
Yeah.
Ew.
I
Mid
believe
bite,
the
Floyd is just
hairstyle.
like,
Sir Jeff's just not even like looking, just like
oh,
rummaging through.
And
that's my
y'all are
own thing.
surprised to notice he has a normal gnomish head with what the haircut I believe is called a thatch of just messy,
Yes.
filthy, thatchy hair.
There's mud in it.
And there is no sinew and viscera coming from the top of his head. It looks like Sir Geoffrey is just a little gnome and not a mushroom as previously thought. Quelle surprise!
Floyd's not convinced.
The McLarners set up their to sew an alarm system again with the cutlery and the string. And with the meal had, full bellies, aching muscles from rowing the river all for 2 days, you guys bunk down for the evening unless there's any more discussion to be had.
I would like to go to Esme. So you do not wish for us to kill?
Oh, that's not quite right. It's a little complicated to explain. So I don't really believe in resolving fights with violence, but seeing as these crocodiles were attacking us, there wasn't much of an option to do that. So, yeah, I guess we had no choice to defend ourselves, which is fine. Except they're not evil. They were just reacting as they would as wild animals, which is why I tried to salvage what I could from them, just to kind of like pay respect to nature in a way. Um, I I I don't like it. I do understand that killing might have to happen on this expedition, but
I mean, I can punch without killing, just knock them unconscious.
if you don't mind, I think I'd be a little more comfortable with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Faye turns over and goes to sleep.
And Esme has been
I assume.
using the teeth to kind of like craft a little necklace out of them. She's like working on drilling holes into them and using a leather strap to kind of like build a necklace. And she takes out beads from her pack and is just kind of like busying herself with that before going to bed.
What's that?
What's what?
You're making craft of some kind. What is it?
Oh, I'm using the teeth I got earlier to make a necklace for one of my siblings back home.
Oh. That's very nice.
Thank you.
You do that a lot?
When I can, when I have time.
Hmm.
It's not the best. It's not, you wouldn't get this. You would probably get something better if you bought it, but I just like doing stuff like this.
I don't know if buying things is as special as someone making for you, but I say that's prettier than whatever you could buy. What's nicest thing you make?
I can't really think of anything. What's the nicest thing I've made? Well, I think I get better whenever I make something new, so this will probably be the nicest thing I've ever made. Would you like me to make you one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just dead stares you.
And she just goes back to making her necklace, but she spares a quick, nervous glance at Floyd as he doesn't say anything else.
He's just watching you work, and he's just like, it's something to do in the middle of the forest. It's just watch you do something that's not just forest stuff. So he doesn't really know personal space very well, so he's just like looking over you.
And she's like trying to ignore this bugbear, like just staring and blinking at her while she works.
And I think it'd be probably just before you're noticeably finishing up.
Okay, sleep time. Night night.
And he just takes his sword, or his rock hammer sword thing, puts it aside, and just turns away from you.
Good night.
Oh, I was gonna say, Sir Jeff would take first watch.
That's what I was gonna ask. I'll take
But-
second.
He will look for mushrooms.
All right. If you're going to have a little rummage around in the wilderness, I will get you to roll me a nature check.
Sure.
Or if you're foraging, would you think survival?
It's the same either way.
Well,
So a
there you
7.
go. You only see mushrooms that you are accustomed to, nothing out of the ordinary for you.
Perfect.
Some
no.
of them look a little trampled by the wilderness, so nothing too special.
I'll like lean down to one of the trampled ones. Pump 2 HP of lay on hands into it to revitalize it. And I'll look at one of the other ones and be like, now, I know being trampled ain't that nice, but do you know if there's any other ruffians or scoundrels in the area?
Is that part of your features? Oh, you're getting an emoji.
Emoji. I'm getting the vibe check of the
You're
area.
getting the vibe check. Thank you.
Yes.
The vibe check looks good. I will say a smiling, blushing emoji. Now that they're not trampled anymore.
Wow, that's good to hear. Now you be safe now. And I'll pat that one on the head, like on the little top of the head. Walk around and my favorite. I'll pick a few. Stuff them in.
Cannibal!
My God. I'm a gnome.
Roll me a perception check for the whole watch. Sir Jeff, thank you.
That's a 17.
You're good. Things seem safe as much as you didn't get to discover any new funguses. It's a pretty peaceful evening. You can just hear the night animals, the bats flapping as they fly above out of caverns and whatnot. But maybe a snake slithering in the brush. Things are pretty good.
If any of them come somewhat close, Sir Jeff, like, since I can speak to small animals, Sir Jeff would just be like, if you happen to see any ruffians or scoundrels, please just let us know. Have a great night. And then, as the 2 hours are up, I'll go over to Esme and be like, okay, darling. And just like shake her a little bit. Time for you to take your turn. I'm gonna go get some rest.
Thank you. Alright, Petunia, let's do this.
You notice, like, as you get up, there's just like tiny mushrooms starting to sprout as Sir Jeff walks away. They're just sprouting in his path.
Esme will be very intrigued, but will take her position to watch.
Roll me a sweet perception check, my dear.
Awesome. Ooh, that is a 27.
Oh my god, who are you even? You have left that area behind, have you not? Perfect. You hear every movement, every twig. That snake that had went by, you can hear it like curling up and going to bed itself. You can hear the bats chittering to each other off in the distance. It is like everything course it's in 3D. You hear in 4D.
Well, I guess like Esme would like get very comfortable sitting on a rock, and like it's to the point where she feels every like tremor or vibration like through the earth as an earth genasi, kind of like the like Toph in Avatar: The
gonna
Last
say, calm down,
Airbender.
Toph,
Like,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. That sounds like very lovely flavor.
References I understand get me
blind.
very excited.
I don't understand the reference, but I'm excited for you. You tune into the world around you, sitting on a rock. You place your hands on it, and you can just feel the earth. And it brings you to a sense of calm. You feel centered. And your watch goes off without a hitch.
So she'll gently go and wake Faye, since she remembers that she only needed 4 hours of sleep. So there you go.
Yeah, she would have probably again just have been in the vicinity of the campfire in her trance. And
So far, so good. Are you okay to take the rest of the watch?
I am.
Night.
And
Sleep well.
I will get you to roll that sweet perception.
16.
Pretty good. You're not as in tune with the the forest around you, but you got your eyes peeled, and everything seems to be fine. It's quiet as a jungle at night can be. But you find the crickets chirping pretty relaxing, and we only need to do 3 watchers, right? Floyd
Yep.
gets a full. Floyd gets all the sleep. He's a big dude. He needs a big sleep.
Unless Floyd wants me to wake him up for the last fourth of the. Okay.
Floyd is taking his full 8 hours, or else he's just wrecked the next day.
He gets
As in life, as in
cranky.
fantasy.
Man needs a sleep.
Yeah.
Apparently, the broadcast has ended again.
Oh shit.
It's still going on my end. I see
Okay,
nothing.
if
Yeah,
it's
on my
going
end
on-
it's going as well.
If it's going on your ends,
Oh
perfect.
yeah,
You
it's
can
still.
ignore me. I'm gonna.
It's
Just
probably
turn it off.
issues with Twitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. All right.
You
yeah,
know what?
even
It's
after
kind of
refreshing,
tradition
it
though, because I
continues.
think in our first like 1 to 3 episodes of the first campaign, it cut out and there's like a 2-part episode. So hey, it's on brand.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We're doing it
Us
right.
fucking up.
It's so perfect. All right. You guys awake to the next day. The McLarners are already eating and enjoying coffee, and they offer it around the camp. They take down their Tucson alarm system, and they start getting ready for the last leg of your journey.
So Esme would suggest, you know, if there's still some leftovers of the stew. So if we want to reheat that for breakfast, that's an option.
Might as well eat it up rather than dip into your rations. And I see Sir Jeff has rolled a 63.
Yeah, Sir Jeff was like, well, I'll just be grabbing some of my rations, and this is not my rations at all. And Sir Jeff pulls out just this small wooden box. Don't know how it fits. And as he opens it, it's wax.
It's just
Wow.
wax.
Anybody be needing some wax?
I think
No? Well, if you don't be needing it, I think I'll keep it till a rainy day. If you don't
Floyd
mind.
just said that he'll take it.
Well, he'll take it. Do you need it?
yes.
Insight check.
You can roll a, the 2 options, depending on how truthful you are being. What are the 2 options? I can't even remember.
Oh my
Deception or persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Persuasion, yeah. Against a 9 insight.
Oh shit! I got a 9 as well.
Oh.
Rollies.
Rollies, do it. Yeah, do it up.
So D20, yeah?
Yeah.
Just a regular D20.
11.
14.
Oh, he needs it.
Well, I mean, if you just be needing it, who am I to say no? I'll hand it over, and I will cut 63 off my list.
There you go.
And I will replace it with a mushroom,
Ooh.
because I have mushrooms shoved up there.
Giggity.
Flip it.
I mean,
And I'm gonna listen to it while I go to sleep tonight.
got mushrooms shoved up there. Your words, not ours. Oh boy.
Well, if anyone else has anything they'd like to do, getting prepared for this morning, give yourselves a long rest. You're back
Oh,
up to
that's
full.
right.
Do it
Ooh.
up.
I
Do
need
it.
that.
I'll switch up my spells a little bit, make sure I have what I want.
I'll do my morning training again.
Nope.
Indeed,
I
staying
accidentally
fit.
Closed roll 20. Hang on. I can't write anymore. Let's go. Okay. I am back.
Wow.
So yeah, Esme would distribute the remaining stew amongst ourselves, except for Sir Jeff.
Appreciate
And then, yeah, she would pack up. She would clean the bowls and then pack it up, and she'll stand by the river ready to leave.
Okay. And it turns out that I can edit my OneNote on my laptop, and it edits in real time on my tablet, which is very cool. So I've fixed the layering fonts. Little tip for you at home. OneNote, great for DMing.
For D&D in
Okey-dokey.
general,
It's really good. You can snapshot like screenshots and post them in there and draw on shit. It's fucking awesome. Okay. If we're hitting the river and have not passed over anybody who needed to do anything, let's go. You spend another half day on the river. This, as Floyd and the brothers would know, is the best part, as the river goes quite fast but quite straight as it starts to pour towards the ocean. It widens out, there's no obstacles. If there are any large, dangerous animals or scoundrels and ruffians, as Sir Jeff likes to say, you're in the middle of a very wide river, so they have a hard time getting to you. This is the safest part of the trip. And there is the sight of a large bridge ahead, which now gives you hope on your journey and will soon take you to Port Damali. And soon, in the distance, you begin to see dots on the horizon. Maybe an airship. Maybe a griffin. But they are traversing the skies, and the rounded tops of buildings can be seen on the horizon. And as the convoy drifts towards the city, the nickname Jewel of the Coast is not immediately apparent, as the large swath of gray and brown slums known as the Tumbledowns are the first sight when coming downriver. I heard that. You hear across the, you hear birds that sound like a cat who's hungry. The Tumbledowns are oh yes, calm down. Been waiting to bring it out. Mark's wondering, he's like, what is this doing in my movies? And I'm like, because it's funny. All right. The homes are made mostly of clay domes, thatched huts, and wooden shacks. However, this first borough is not indicative of all the city has to offer. As you all follow the edge of the city on the waterway, the leveled hills where the city is built begin to show you all the domed roofs and colorful domiciles of the beaded alley where general commerce and trade within the city is housed. I'm going to give you a little visual here, just from the players. Here we go. Here you are. Where was I? The Beaded Alley, named after the decorative strings of streamers and bead that hang over every intersection in the Beaded Alley. And the swirling eddies of where the Tyoden River meets the Lycidian Ocean continue to carry you effortlessly past the edge of the Gilded Esplanade. It is a district most associated with Port Damali, an extravagant and sparkling district full of prestigious artists and performers, various recurring festivities and markets selling expensive goods and high-end global imports. And finally, the Larboard Light is the harbor located in the south of the city. It is a massive upscale port that is as lavish as docks come and sees dozens of ships and many visitors to the city daily. This is your destination to deliver the timber and where you will depart with the brothers. Once you dock and check in with the dockmaster, the McLarners waste no time finding a comfortable spot for Will to get to demolishing the barge and organizing a place for the evening before they hitch a ride with the caravan back to Tisoa. You guys have docked your boats. The boys are already busy. You are in Port Damali. Bill walks over to you, Floyd. Well, I guess this is where we part ways. And he gives you like one of those big, like, fucking Beastmaster handshakes. He's like, you did real good. I don't remember how I talk. It seems to drift, however. I appreciate you, man. And he gives you a
This is
little
getting
pouch.
awkward.
Undeveloped NPCs. They never develop. It gives you 10 gold pieces as thank you.
You know, while you're having your brother looked at with his leg there that's all fucked up, you might want to get yourself checked out. I think your head got a little knocked. You're talking a little funny there.
Oh, well, I mean, a mule kicked me when I was a baby, and it's, the accent's never, my voice always kind of changes over to different ways of talking.
Well, now I feel like shit, like I was poking the bear there. What the fuck?
It's alright, I'm used to it, best luck on your travels. I'm sure I'll see you back
Alright.
in Chisoa.
I have a bent finger if you ever want to, like, pick on me for something. Good talk, alright, bye.
Good talk, yeah, alright.
All right,
The
so
McLarners
he'll. Oh, sorry,
say
real
goodbye.
quick. I'll say everybody gets 2 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
There you go, plop it in your funds there, folks.
Alrighty. 2 gold, 2 silver, 5 coppers.
Yeah.
That
correct?
whole exchange happens, and Sir Jeff was so short that Floyd didn't see him, and Sir Jeff's just behind him, like as Floyd walks away.
It was more embarrassing. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it was all
Sir
of it.
Jeff has like secondhand embarrassment from both of them. It's like,
Esme would walk up to each of the brothers and shake their hands in turn and go, "Thank you very much, Misters McLearners." McLearners, right?
Larners, but McLarners.
I have McLaurin stuck in my head for some reason. And I'm like,
Thanks, McDonald's. Hey.
The real Bill and Phil will be very happy to hear that they both survived the game. Yeah, they're real people.
shit.
Not their last name. I made up the last name, but there is a Bill and Phil in my friend group. But Will is
We get
completely
them
imaginary.
alive.
Yay!
Vera dropped something. Hold on.
Oh.
Sir Jeff would start looking for the harbor master.
All right, here we go. La, 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 la.
Just going up to random people, like, well, if you excuse me, pardon my intrusion, but I'm just looking for the harbor master. If you could direct me in his general vicinity.
You see a couple of professional boatsmen, sort of stalking up their boat, and one of them just kind of like looks down at you. Gnomes are not strangers in this city. Humans would be strange in this city. This city has so many different types of people, sentient creatures, that the human population is quite slim. And he just kind of looks at you and just like points over to what looks like, literally. Do you remember in the comic strip Peanuts, when Lucy has the doctor is in, and it's like a lemonade stand?
Yeah.
This is just like a big lemonade stand.
I love it.
It's a ramshackle structure, an awning above it for shade, and a sign that reads Dogmaster.
No.
But someone has scratched off the O and has added a hastily written I in its place. Here we
Could
go.
have been a
Jeff will-
C instead of a D as well.
Yeah.
Sir Jeff will bow his head. Well, thank you very kindly, and have a great day. Start heading over.
Dick Master.
They
As
look
you get
very concerned when she looks at this sign.
Sir Jeff will be like, well, good for you. That is what it says. Though I don't think that's what it's supposed to be saying.
what you see sitting behind the desk is a halfling female, built quite like a barrel. She's darkly tanned and weathered, decades spent out in the bright sun, toughening her skin like a leather, dressed in a light shirt. That sentence ran together. Loose, knee-length shorts, heavy boots, and she has short, cropped gray hair and wears a hat with a visor to guard her beady eyes from the sun. She's chewing on a stogie and seems to have a perpetual frown on her old mug.
Sir Jeff, smiling ear to ear, walking up, waving. Oh, good day to you, ma'am.
What do you want?
Oh, I've been looking for potentially renting out a boat. We have to be getting on to some of them islands, and I was wondering if you happen to be able to direct us in the words in the direction for a boat to hire.
You're on the list.
Oh, we just came into town. We were
My
helping the
boat
McLaren.
rentals are spoken for. If you... Yes.
Sorry, does Floyd know this person at all?
Floyd, actually, yeah, you would be familiar with, her name is Bella Tallpenny. She is the dock master. She would have been who Stell probably would have contacted about getting you transportation.
Bellatal, what? I'm sorry, the last part?
Tallpenny.
Penny, thank you. Okay, so Floyd will hold back a little bit, let Jeff try and do his thing there.
Wow. I was just also wondering maybe if you knew any captains who we could be able to converse with about hiring them.
Well, like I said, the boats aren't available because they've been rented by somebody else.
Oh, no, ma'am, you must be misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm looking for a captain who we could potentially hire. Take us over there.
Hi,
I was just
Penny.
wondering.
What?
Hi, Penny.
Oh. Hey! Ain't you that Fred guy? From up north?
Sure. Why not?
You're looking good, Fred.
Oh,
What can I
thank you.
do you for? Your boss called.
Well, that's what he's with me, by the way. That's what we're trying to
Oh,
get at.
really?
Yeah.
This little mushroom fella?
Yeah.
Sorry, love. I know this Fred. We got history, him and I.
Yeah.
But it was
Must
only
not
the
be that
one
good
time.
history. His name is. Ma'am,
She
I
means
think
the
you've been
sexy time.
mistaken. His name is Floyd.
It was the beginning of the fall harvest. There was a lot of apple cider. It, It was a lovely time, but it only lives in our memories. It would never work between us, Fred. I'm sorry. But
Floyd,
regardless, we got you both. Is this your people? This your group?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had
Four.
more, but they got broken, so they went away. So it's just the 4 of us for now.
A five, and you see Petunia just kind of like glower at
Oh,
Floyd.
for fuck's yes, 5, 4 and a pet.
Okay, so
And
4.5.
Petunia just growls out in protest of being called a pet.
I am an individual person.
Also, we're being rated.
Hey! We're being rated. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to meet Bella Tallpenny. She's gonna be our guide for the little bit. But thank you so much for rating us. As she gets up, she groans and grunts, and she looks up, and Esme probably would have noticed this walking up, but there is a teen apeling, so like a monkey humanoid that kind of looks like a macaque, like a golden fur around the face, a little bit of pink skin. What?
The Dick Master has a macaque. So
The Dick Master has a macaque.
it's like Italian. The Dick Master has a macaque.
That is
Welcome,
a
Raiders.
Yeah, enjoy the Dick Master having a little bit of macaque. She looks up, and you see this teen apeling with golden fur, dressed lightly in a little short vest and harem pants with no shoes, and a blue headband tied around the forehead. And he's just sort of like lying lazily across the awning of this sign. She looks up and goes, "Oi, Jero, you watch the... Who wrote this? Who wrote this? This is an insult." "It's a little true. Watch the stall. I'll be right back."
It's okay, Penny. I take care of it.
And he just reaches up and starts, trying to fix it as best he can.
Thank you, Fred. I really appreciate it. All right, everybody, follow me. And she's going to take you down a couple of the winding docks, and you arrive to see, sort of in a presentory style, she shows this boat to you. It's a small but fairly nice-looking black caravel named the Notorious, and I have a picture. As you can see, it reads Notorious across the bow. There we go.
So much love in the chat. This is awesome.
Ooh. There we go. There she be.
There she blow.
Well, here's the Notorious. This is one I've got for you guys. It's I just had it repainted, and it's a good little boat. And you hear and you see water start to spout up through the center of the ship as one of the masts goes.
I don't think your boat's working very well.
And thus, the Notorious is sunk in a matter of minutes. Bella watches it goes down and says, "Well, shit." With a deep breath, she pivots to the other side of the dock and presents, "Well, this is the Fin and Tonic." And you guys see this boat.
I'm scared.
You should be. There it is.
Show me the way to go home.
I'm tired. I don't want to go to bed. Well, she's not much of a looker, but she'll deliver you where you want to go. Guaranteed seaworthy. "Oi, Jaro!" she screams out loud, and you can see off in the distance the little apeling teenager just drops from the sign and starts trotting down the thing with the trotting down the dock with bare feet, and he comes sort of at attention. He kind of looks at her lazily. She goes, "Go wake up the captain." And he sort of salutes her and like leaps, like it's not right against the dock, it's just moored a little bit out from the dock, so he crosses the water easily. And at this point, a muffled snore can be heard from within the derelict boat as the apeling easily leaps onto the rigging and scrambles below deck. You hear within the boat. Jarrow skitters up from below to quickly climb the mast to dodge the flying bottles that come from below. And what appears is the captain. You see arise, tired, squinting from the light, a heavily tattooed, white-bearded, peg-legged old human. Santa broke bad. Carrying a white Persian cat that looks as old as he does, wearing a tricorn hat with a dirty moth-eaten feathers in it, and a bedraggled pirate coat that might once have been red with brass buttons. Now, what in tarnation is this all about, Bella? I was trying to get me some 40 winks. Oh, this is... Why did I choose these two voices to do one after the other? I'll never know. I'm gonna need some lozenges and some honey. You know what? I'm not gonna do the voices. I'll just read. Bella informs Charlie about lending out the boat and he needs to vacate. The party might want to take Charlie along. And Jara, actually, no, this is better if I play it out. Charlie, these are the fine people Stella told us about. Now, I know you're living on the boat, but as you can see, and she points to where the Notorious was, one of the masts still sticking out of the water, and he peers over and, like, rubs his eyes. Ah, well, that didn't last too long now, did it, Bella? She just shrugs.
It was a pretty color, though.
It was a good-looking boat,
It
kid.
really was.
It was so nice. It
Problem with
looked
the
badass.
floaty part, but it was very pretty.
It's... I should have brought it on land, turned it into a bar, but no. And the captain, Captain Charlie is like, so where are you going to? Oh,
Well,
Do you need
uh,
a lozenge, sir?
I'm gonna take out the map that I have, and I'm gonna quickly take a glance at it and just kind of go like, oh, we can maybe start with the Twinward Isles.
he's like, I ain't going there, little lady. I'll be right over. Jarrow, pull up the anchor. And Jarrow goes to work. And he starts pulling some of the ropes towards the dock as they break their moorings, and then they're free floating next to the dock, and he like puts his cat down, this old cat with an eye patch and a peg leg, and then you notice that Captain Charlie also has a peg leg as he sort of swings it over the dock, and he goes, Bella, come on, give me a hand. And, God damn it, woman, give me a goddamn hand. Bella's like, too sick for this shit.
Floyd will go over and give both of them a hand if need be.
Oh my god,
As they both die
Why?
from their gravel voice competition.
Oh my god, they're so gravelly. I gotta get rid of one of them. Alright, let's see that map, little lady. And we're gonna take another look at the map, unless you want to gaze at Captain Ron's ship here.
What is the name of this ship again?
This is the Fin and Tonic.
That was it.
There we go. He looks at the map and he goes, oh yeah, I see it. 20 Word Isles, you said? That's where
Not-
you want to go?
Well, that's not our final destination, but it's And she takes a look at the ramshackle ship and goes, "It's a start."
Yeah, I suppose so. Who's paying for this? Oh, you know that guy with the black anvil up north? He's got
quite the contract, so I think, just take them where they want to go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's that, or I kick you off of your old boat. God damn it, Billy, you gotta be so cruel. This was my boat, and then you repoed it from me because I couldn't make the dock payments. That's fucking right. That's right, I took that boat from you. And you're gonna
That's
do
all
what I
very
said.
interesting, but as the lady was saying, the Twinward Isle was one place she wanted to go, and then the Broken Bank, correct, Esme?
Yeah, I'll assume so.
All right, Broken Bank, the Gravid Arc, Gravid Arch, Archipelago. It's a full word. I misspelled that.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Then Buali. So we want to go to about 4 places if we can manage it. But we do want to see over on the western side, the Dark Toe Isle and all that shit.
Well, this is the general area we wish to explore,
Yeah.
and she would point out to the quadrant that has the X marking it. And then she continues, but, well, this is unexplored territory, so we can definitely make stops along the way, especially if you would rather have your boat back sooner than later. And she throws another very uncertain look at this boat that looks very close to falling apart.
Lightning Charlie gives Bella a look, and she just kind of closes her eyes and nods. He goes,
"Get my boat back? This job would pay enough to get my boat back?"
And Bella nods again. He goes,
"Well, hell, I'll take you where you need to go. I just need a little bit of time. You see, I gotta clean her out, make sure the rats get rehomed responsibly. And,
right.
We gotta find some sails. Bella, you got sails?"
And she nods.
He
just seems...
Okay.
"Well, they're there, but the rats have been chawing at them, and there's kind of big holes in them, so we just gotta get new ones. They're gonna be brand new. It's gonna be great. What do you say? Jar, you give me a hand?"
And Jaro just like stands up, gives a salute, and he kind of goes, puts one finger up and points to himself. One finger up, points to himself, looks at Bella. One finger up, points to himself. And Charlie's like,
"Kid wants to be first mate. You come with me?
"You want to get paid, kid?" And he just nods like,
Yeah.
And Bella just sort of rolls her eyes and goes,
Gotta get someone else to watch the shack while I go take a piss now. Great. Fine. Take the kid. I don't care. All right. We'll get you. Come on, everyone. We'll get you some paperwork. I think. What do you say, Charlie? Till tomorrow?"
Charlie nods. He goes,
"Yeah. Tomorrow morning we'll set out to where was that?"
And he kind of looks over Esme's shoulder and goes,
"Twinward Isles. We'll go into the Twinward Isles. Woo! I haven't been there in some time."
And then we'll see where we go from there.
And he sort of like, he does that little hop where he clicks his heels together as he jumps back on the boat, seeming much more capable than he once did.
He goes, "Oh, God, I haven't been to Twinward Isles Archipelago. Oh, Dark Toe, maybe we'll stop in there. It'd be so much fun."
And he goes back to work, and Bella's like,
"All right, paperwork. Come on, kid, I gotta sign you out. If you're gonna be first mate of a ship, la-dee-da."
and she starts taking you back to the shack. And we're gonna see where our adventure goes from there. In Port Damali, we're here! We're alive! We have a ship! We have a captain! Huzzah! All is well. Oh my goodness. And a good night to our you friends and adventurers. And then please join us next time. Not this next Sunday. I will be out in the wilderness for a wilderness weekend in the winter. Super fun. It's usually just watching TV and eating too much. But after which, I believe we'll be back on the 25th of February, and you can watch us live on Twitch on the Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And as we like to say before the end of each game,
Well, thank you
Right.
to our raiders once again.
Oh, and thank you for
joining
joining.
us.
So awesome.
Also, don't
And
forget to wrap your willy.
because the Dick Master has macaque.
No, Free Willy.